All right, y'all, back with another classic today. 1972 Oldsmobile Cutlass convertible. If this your first time here, we take you around the car, exterior, interior, take it on a test drive, and then throw it on the rack so you can see underneath it. If you're interested, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Obviously, we try to cover everything we can in the videos. If we miss something, that's the best way to find out. So, 72, beautiful orange colorway. Let's get into it. New set of tires all the way around, so we won't talk about that again. It's got the original old school rallies. Orange looks beautiful in the sun. It's got a little bit of flake to it. Not gonna say the paint is perfect by any means at all, but it does look good. I'm gonna go ahead and move on down the door. I don't see any major dents or dings to point out. A little bit of pitting on the door handles. That's kind of normal. Looks pretty solid right there. Sure, this has been repainted, obviously, but I couldn't tell you when. We didn't do it ourselves, but like I said, it's pretty solid. Chrome is decent. Bumpers for these are pretty cheap. You can tell, like I said, a good polish would definitely help, but I don't have any dents. A little bit of rust is going to start on there. So like I said, a polish or a new bumper will probably go a long way. Down the driver's side, our rear quarter looks pretty solid. Got a little bit of a scratch right there. I am about 2 feet away from the paint, so you guys can kind of see how that is. And moving on down. Definitely looks solid. No issues here. I do like I said, body gaps look pretty solid. I really don't have any dents or anything to point out. Glass looks good. We have no cracks, no rock chips. Coming along the front of the vehicle. Bumper looks solid. Grills look good. They don't look loose or anything. And our headlight bezels are there. Let me go ahead and pop this. Clean engine bay. I like this paint too. Somebody touched this up and it's kind of got that Rhino liner feel. I like that. But 350 rocket, AC car. AC does blow cold. Power brakes, which we'll check once we do the test drive. Nothing special in the trunk. Open this. Once we put it on the rack, we'll check the trunk pans and all of that. You got your spare tire, nothing else. We'll also put the top up when we do that as well. Interior, pretty solid. Personally, these Cutlasses, A-bodies, interiors are so easy to redo. So seats, they're that off-white, no real issues. I don't have any rips or tears, and they're pretty solid in the rear. Carpet looks like it's been replaced at some point in time. Just a black carpet. Passenger seat is solid, nice and soft. Door panel, we have a little bit of staining here and there from the sun. Nothing wild. No cracks or warping in the dash. Get on over here. Into the driver's seat. Looks pretty solid. Panels look pretty good. And our driver's seat, you had a couple little splits along the seams here, but nothing crazy. They kind of do that obviously because of the sun. Give me a moment and we're gonna check out this test drive. All right, we're gonna start the test drive. First thing I do want to point out, the seatbelt did not work. It's not catching in the what's the name? Let me grab these keys that I threw on the floor. Mileage reads 84,657. Tank reads a quarter full. We don't know if that's accurate. You know how that goes. You'll see the top later on. Wipers work. AC does blow and it's cold. Amps are reading. We'll see if the temp comes up. Oil pressure. No radio. Horn good. Everything else is manual. Go ahead. Boy, it's a 90-degree day. Not the perfect day to be having the top down. Speedo's coming up. Alignment feels good so far. Hands off the wheel. She's tracking straight. Hitting the brakes. I don't have a pull. Let's It's a plus. Pretty sure disc in the front, drums in the rear. We'll check it out. Brakes feel regular, nothing crazy there. Don't hear any weird belt squeal, ticking, or anything. Windows are not rattling in the doors. Everything seems to be coming up. Looks like the temp is coming up a little bit. We'll give it some more time and see. The brakes do feel good. Again, I'm on them. No pulling or anything. Let me get in front of this person because they towing a car. I don't want to be behind them. I don't know if you guys can see in the mirror. Nope, you can't. But they doing the old towing with the bungee cord. I don't want to be behind that, so. Oh, my bad. I ain't checked the turn signals for y'all. I'll do them once I get up here. I don't want people to think I'm gonna turn in front of them. Suspension feels solid. We're not all over the place. Nothing crazy. Feels like every other A body. Left turn signal is showing. Right turn signal is showing. So it looks like we're pretty solid there. Gonna go while that semi truck is blocking the lane. Give it a little bit of gas, get her up to about 50 real quick. Shifts have been smooth. Temperature is coming up, so it looks like those gauges do work. I'm gonna get her on the rack and we're gonna check out underneath. All right, we got a Cutlass up on the rack. Like I said, with the rear bumper, probably would be better to go ahead and replace this. I do see a little bit of rust at the bottom. I'd be seeing them for like 300. You could polish a lot of this out with a little bit of wheel acid, but still, underneath, you do have a lot of surface rust, and that's because there's no undercoating anywhere. So that's just part of the game. You know, you take a car down and you don't undercoat it, you're gonna get this. You're gonna get some of this. So, drums in the rear, everything appears to be completely stock. 10-bolt rear end. Gonna go down the passenger side first. Frame is nice and straight. And floors actually look good. They're nice and solid. Again, no undercoating to hide anything. So this is what it's gonna look like. This is from me when I did the test drive, the water and everything. So that's why it looks a little bit wet right here. Coming down the driver's side, again, frame's nice and straight. Floors are solid. Just gonna be real. This is one of them ones where, you know, if you want it to be your baby, you got to put some elbow grease into it. You know, go ahead and put a little bit of rust remover on it. Or if you want to just be not lazy, but the faster route, spray the little rust reformer on there and be done. But when you don't have a car that's undercoated, this is what it's going to end up looking like. There's no way around it. No leaks from the oil or trans pan. Actually, drums in the rear, which that's kind of weird. Brake line has been replaced. Let me get from under here. There we go. Front bumper actually looks the same as the rear underneath, so you do have some rust spots from things kicking up underneath the car. We got some floor pans here, so I'm gonna try and skate by these. Wheels are new at all 4 corners, so we won't talk about those. Cladding looks good underneath, and I don't see any bubbling or cracks along the body, so body is definitely solid. This is that water I was talking about when I did the test drive, so ignore that. But yeah, paint and body look good. I got a little paint chip right here. Looks like they painted over that, but it's at the bottom of the car, so let me put her down and I always say make sure you start your cars when you put the top up because it draws a lot of power. You don't have to. They work without it being on, but do it. That way you don't got to jump off your car. Top moves pretty good speed. This top obviously has been replaced at some point in time because the pads look great. Pads are normally the first things that go because the foam breaks down through the heat and everything. So beautiful vinyl top, no rips, no tears. These creases are just because it was down, glass back. So this is a newer top. It don't even have no stains on it, so I couldn't even tell you when it was replaced, but it's a recent replacement for sure. Pads nice and thick, so give us a call if you're interested.